Hi everybody. Today we're outside and I thought I'd like to give you a bit of some feedback on two pieces of equipment that I bought and installed about 6 months ago for keeping the water tank clean. Now I have two old concrete tanks, so modern poly tanks have say a wire mesh filter to keep the water flowing to them clean. But what do you do if you want to keep both the water clean and also just get rid of that debris that lands on the roof? Now the solution that I come across from the rain harvesting company, one is the leaf beater, here's the box from it, and one is the First Flush Diverter. Now they do two different things. The first and most important thing is the leaf beater. That is essentially a guard that allows the leaves coming off the roof of your house or your shed to not go into your tank and to be easily cleanable. The First Flush is interesting. That's the idea there, is that all the bird poo, sticks and really dirt that lands on the roof, that can be cleaned by trapping the first, say, 50 or 60, 100 litres coming off your roof and diverting it into a storage tank. And then once that fills, a ball valve blocks it off and the water continues to flow then into your tank and doesn't have all of that black muck and debris that comes off the roof. So let's go and take a look at them. So here's my tank, old concrete tank, and here's the water pipe coming from the roof. Now you can see it's coming down from both sides. Pardon the sun, it's really a bit bright this afternoon. Okay, here's the water pipes, 90mm pipes coming off the guttering, and they go into the leaf diverter or the leaf beater up here. Then it comes down to this T intersection. Now this T, this special T, this is the one from the First Flush Diverter. And you join it onto a long piece of pipe, which I've just cut myself. And at the bottom is a valve. So let's take a closer look at these. Let me just come up here and I'll show you what the leaf eater looks like installed. And then tomorrow it's going to rain. I'm hoping to show you what it looks like in action. So it's a mesh. It's already been working quite well. It's easy to clean. All I need to do is pop this off. You take it out, you give it a shake, and you put it back in. And it just sort of sits there. It doesn't move. Had no trouble with it. Just like that. And the water goes down into it. Now the second part is this T intersection here. Now I'll try and get you a look at the installed inside of it. This might be a little bit difficult. But essentially down in that hole there's a place where a ball valve will come up as this bottom, you just come down off the ladder, as this fills with water. So what I'll show is I'll show you at the bottom here. If I unscrew this, it's very simple. It's designed to come off and be easily cleanable. This is part of the kit. So there's the ball. It's the float ball. It floats up inside and then gently jams up here and inside, and then the water is diverted into the tank. When it fills up with goo, this filter stops the little outlet from clogging up. So I don't know if you can see that. So here's the filter that stops a little hole from being clogged up. There's a little hole there, and what happens is after this tube is filled with water, it very, very slowly leaks out this bottom hole here. You can attach a hose to it, and it will effectively then empty it ready for the next rain. But while it's raining, the leak is so small that the ball valve remains slammed up against its seating component up here. So these are the components that work. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put this back together. We'll come back tomorrow and we'll have a look at the water coming into the tank, and hopefully we'll also see a little drip coming out the bottom here. Okay, so it's raining, and you can see the water coming down from the downpipes, flowing nicely through the leaf diverter. There's a leaf that wasn't there before, some little bits of debris, and this pipe down here is gradually filling up, but at the same time It's also just leaking out ever so slowly down here, and that just means that once the rain stops, this will empty, be ready again for another first flush. It's a self-cleaning system. So there you go, that's the leaf beater and the leaf first flush diverter. I think they're fantastic. The water going to the tank is crystal clear. The instructions were quite convoluted, but as you can see, it's quite easy to install at the end of the day. I'll recommend it for anyone with any tank, particularly these old concrete tanks. Okay, I hope you enjoyed my video, and I'll see you next time. Leave any comments below.